A lot of talk about that wave that we saw yesterday with Kelly Slater up against Mick Fanning. That crazy maneuver. I actually looked away while it was happening live. I didn't think there was any way Kelly was going to ride out of this aerial. Talk to us, Pete, and break this down and why it was only a 4-point ride.
Well, I think you have to basically say that this maneuver wasn't really pulled off. That's the thing. When you go down to your stomach and have to stand back up, you know, the interesting part is the rest of this wave here. He had the 360, little backside 3, and then that was basically the one turn of the wave. Other than that, I mean, we debated it before the score even came out.
We're going to right now, Strider.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just talking about the reaction that we had right away out of it. You know, we were kind of contemplating, like, where could you have gone? I mean, we talked about going 4, we talked about going 8, 5s, 9s, you know, and so it's one of those things that it's just, it's reactionary, but once you watch the replay and stuff, you realize that that wasn't a completed move. He stuffed a couple rails. It wasn't going to be something that was going to get, you know, maybe it could have gone 6, went 4-1-7 by the 5 guys up there, and that's what it is. It sticks.
I think because of the dynamic, you know, ability that he showed, followed it up with a couple of maneuvers. Those couple of maneuvers on its own, I mean, I felt like it was more of a 6-5 range, something that kind of put him in the game.
Yep.
And with that, mentally, you're going to be in a different place. It's going to change your game when you're in the heat, and then you're just going to go after different scores and not be on the fence for a 9.
Let's talk about that. I mean,
but this is later in the heat, though. You're going to bring things up that are later.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the first 2 waves that were ridden by Mick Fanning, 6.7, 7.87. Those were 2 waves when he caught that 4-point ride.
He'd already had them?
He'd already had them. Those were the 2 waves that Mick had already got. Right, and then and I'm agreeing with you here because that's okay. A 6.5. That's a 6.5
We're still in the same
or a
car.
7. Yeah, if that's a 6.5 or a 7, right? He's in the game mentally, and he's not having to fight back. Whereas now he's a 4. All of a sudden, his mind changes. He's got to be able to put more out of it. You know, he's going to have to try harder. He's going to do things that he's not going to be relaxed.
Right.
And I think it changes the mindset of the heat. And I'm agreeing with you. Don't yell at me. We're all good.
I'm with you guys as well. You know, in the end, the big move, though, that everyone was really fired up about, you know, he had to go to his stomach. So as you point out, it was incomplete.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a breakdown on yesterday's wave, guys.